Hi everyone, Brian Baumgart here with Group Odell. Just wanted to reach out and offer a few tips and tricks. We had a crazy winter storm last week that put about 180,000 people without power, including my wife and I. We were about 4 days without power, and we had to figure out tips and tricks and techniques to survive and keep warm. And that is the most important thing, is try to keep warm during the power outages. It does look like we have another winter storm coming this weekend, and we want to offer some advice to you guys, just in case you don't know, about ways to keep yourself warm and your family and pets as well. Thing to keep in mind, KCP&L has an awesome Facebook website that keeps a lot of people up to date. They had 2,000 linemen from across the state out working hard and tirelessly to get everybody's power up and running, and hopefully by today or tomorrow we'll have everybody under control. So when you deal with the power outage like this, you check the website. They also have a great app, or on their webpage themselves, you can look for outages on their map. And then on the map, it has also places to go for warmth. They have warming centers across the city. There are different libraries, community centers, and churches all available for you guys to go in case you need it. So I know a lot of you out there don't have fireplaces or no heat. It's really important you keep warm. Check with your family and friends first and foremost, but in case you can't, try those places as well. If you are lucky or fortunate like myself, we had a wood-burning fireplace, so we were able to stay home and just build a real big fire. What we did was we have a sectional we took apart and kind of pieced it together as a bed, took all the blankets that we had in the house and all the candles and lights we could find, and just lived in our main living space for 4 days. One thing too is when you use flashlights, if you point them towards the ceiling, it will reflect the light back down, give it a little bit more ambient light, which helps a lot, especially in the nights when it starts getting dark really early. Another thing, when you're in the kitchens, make sure you open up all the cabinets and let all that cold air out, because what happens, it traps it in by the wall, and those older homes don't really have great insulation behind the walls, so you want to make sure and keep your cabinets open so cold air doesn't get trapped, most importantly by your kitchen sink where there's a water supply line. If you do plan to leave your home for a couple of days because of the power outage, make sure and shut your main water valve off at the house, and then go to the lowest point in the house and turn on a faucet to drain as much water away as possible, because you do not want your pipes to burst during a power outage. That is the worst thing that could happen for you, and it's no fun to clean up. If you are home and you do have the water on, one thing I would do is periodically go to each of the faucets. I turn them on every once in a while just to get some water flowing. If water stays stagnant, it's going to freeze faster than if it's flowing. So I went to a couple places and made sure and turned it on. Or, some people say if you have a slow drip going on your faucets, that will help as well. Once you go without power for about 24 hours, it's important to take all of your food out of the fridge and freezer and find a place for it. Fortunate the weather was really cold, which helped in our favor. So I just grabbed all my food, loaded it up in all the trays in the fridge, and took it outside and put it in our screened-in porch and just set it up on a table, and that was my fridge for 4 days. I also took an old cooler that I had, grabbed all the stuff we had in our freezer, filled it up as much as possible, grabbed some snow, stuck it right on top, and it's been surviving so far. So that's really it. Make sure keep warm as much as possible. Always check the power outages websites and warmth centers. There's plenty around here. Look for family and friends that can help you out. Lots of blankets, and if you have fortunate enough to have a fireplace, make sure you keep that bad boy hot. Comment below if you have any questions. I know right now there's several trees down in the area. If you guys need any recommendation or resources for tree trimmers, we're more than happy to connect you with the people we know and love and trust. You guys have a great day and stay warm out there.